Today was a black day in the aviation history when a Boeing Dreamliner aircraft crashed at Ahmedabad, India within a minute of takeoff. Could this have been prevented, and is it the result of corporate greed? This is the exact statement of John Barnett, a senior quality control manager at Boeing. He said, "We don't have time for quality management processes. We are just making planes." Barnett not only reiterated this in court, but also repeatedly told the media, "No one at Boeing has time to verify whether the parts being used are of poor quality. Many substandard parts were allowed on the production line." In his testimony, Barnett claimed that Boeing even overlooked explosion risks. And this is exactly what happened today when the flight AI-171 crashed at Ahmedabad, India, into a residential area. Let's study the case of whistleblower John Barnett, a senior quality control manager at Boeing, who days into the testifying against the corporation of Boeing was found dead. A note was recovered next to his body. It read, "I can't do this anymore. I pray Boeing is held accountable." This isn't a thriller script. This is real. His name was John Barnett, a senior quality control manager at Boeing, one of the world's most powerful aircraft companies. For over 3 decades, he quietly watched the cracks grow until he finally spoke up. He warned that Boeing was cutting corners, risking lives, and ignoring safety for speed and profit. Today, we uncover the shocking trail of warnings, cover-ups, and corporate arrogance that may have led to one of the deadliest aviation failures in recent history, and the man who tried to stop it before it was too late. Welcome to Cliffhanger. What happened in Ahmedabad? Was it an accident or a murder? Not even just a murder. Call it a massacre. A massacre orchestrated by the American company Boeing, all in the name of maximizing profits. These aren't my accusations. These were raised by a senior official at Boeing who was found dead under suspicious circumstances. Watch this video till the end and understand at what cost heads of states grovel before those thugs, just for a glance from them. At the cost of the lives of their own people. Yes, at the cost of the most basic human right, the right to live. John Barnett's job was to inspect every aircraft the company was building and ensure there was no negligence in manufacturing. What I'm going to reveal next is deeply disturbing. According to police investigations, a note was found near his body. It read, "I can't do this anymore. I pray that Boeing is held accountable for this." Boeing is the same company that made the aircraft involved in the Ahmedabad incident. Here's what's crucial. John Barnett died right when he was testifying in a whistleblower case against Boeing. On the very day he was found dead. Out of his 32-year career, 10 years from 2010 to 2017 was spent as quality manager at Boeing's North Charleston plant. So what did John Barnett know about Boeing that disturbed him so deeply? Just before his death, he testified accusing the company of numerous violations of US law. He claimed that Boeing attempted to eliminate quality inspection from the assembly line of the Dreamliner 787 aircraft. This is the same Dreamliner 787 that exploded mid-air while flying from Ahmedabad to London. This same aircraft was grounded just before takeoff on another London-bound flight. A journalist who returned from London on an Air India Dreamliner the day before wrote, "This incident shook me to the core. I had just flown back with my family in that very same morning." In a legally recorded statement last year, Barnett warned that the Boeing 787 Dreamliner could lead to catastrophic consequences. His full statement is chilling. It was released by his lawyers shortly after his death, right after a door panel of a brand new Boeing 737 MAX detached mid-flight and fell from the sky. His full statement spanned 140 pages. He wrote that after working at Boeing for over 32 years, the company started harassing him simply because he clearly saw how Boeing was compromising safety standards, all for profit. The company shamelessly denied all these allegations and said, "We reviewed the issues raised by Barnett and resolved them. there is no problem anymore. But can such huge issues be really that simple? Note this. In 2010, Barnett was transferred from the Boeing factory in Everett, Washington to the Charleston plant, specifically built for Dreamliner 787 manufacturing. It was marked as a highly advanced airliner that would revolutionize long-distance flying. As a result, Boeing received massive orders from around the world. Barnett's job was quality control. He openly accused Boeing management of compromising critical safety standards in a rush to fulfill those orders. Across the Boeing factory, it was common to hear, "We don't have time for quality management processes. We are just making planes." Barnett not only reiterated this in court, but also repeatedly told the media, "No one at Boeing has time to verify whether the parts being used are of poor quality." Many substandard parts were allowed on the production line. In his testimony, Barnett claimed that Boeing even overlooked explosion risks. He gave an example. A tube essential for the oxygen system in an aircraft was taken from the scrap and installed in a plane, an extremely dangerous move. He claimed that if this tube had activated the system, it could have caused an explosion and brought down the entire plane. The right method would have been to neutralize the tube safely to reduce the risk of hazardous chemical reactions. Barnett accused Boeing of systematically destroying quality control inspections over the last 15 to 20 years, and note that this plane was produced in that timeline. Boeing believed these inspections slowed down production, so they adopted the model: build, sell, and make money. Ignore everything else. After Barnett's accusations, a global outcry erupted over airline passenger safety. Barnett had become a major thorn in Boeing's side, and then, on the third day of testimony, his body was found, alongside a note, "I can't take it anymore. Boeing must be punished." Let me tell you, Boeing began designing the Dreamliner 787 in 2003 and delivered the first one in 2011. A single Dreamliner cost between $120 million to $160 million. According to Boeing, by 2025, it would have built only 5 Dreamliners per month, about 60 per year. Even without taking new orders, that production rate alone gives them 10 years worth of work. Yet, Boeing is unwilling to compromise under any circumstances, especially not in quality control. Barnett insisted. So once again, ask yourself, what happened in Ahmedabad? Was it an accident or a brutal massacre? And if it was a massacre, who is responsible for it? After the Ahmedabad incident, passengers flying with Boeing are gripped by fear. The entire world is terrified. But I tell you, if it is Boeing, I'm not going. Please do subscribe to the channel. Until next time.